is held by the Prime Minister, who wins the seat based on election results and ability to fashion a majority coalition in the Parliament. One of the most significant presidential powers is to decide what party head is given the opportunity to form the coalition. On his final day in office, Rivlin received what was described as a cordial phone call.
Get yourself a proper warm-up. We'll be deployed soon.
Mahmoud Abbas. I'm Felice Friedson, Town Hall, Jerusalem.
News and analysis and
Marxist, the socialist, the globalist believe in top-down government-controlled type system, and we believe in the American dream.
Playtime's over, mate. You're going to the war zone.
Make of it what you will. We're one of the most successful countries because of the fact that we guaranteed.
Somebody's messing on my tag, man. I haven't changed my tag in a long time.
Get it located.
Battle Royale.
Get it located.
Gas is closing on your
Get it
position.
located.
Suggest you get moving.
News, politics, and issues.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Patriot phone lines, as always, 695 Patriot 957 2874. The email is coming points WILPW@lookoutauthority.com. And Patriot first, conservative second, Republican third. And working every single day to make this the most popular program of all time. My Sirius XM radio is one thing, and that is rational.
Targets are up. Get to work. Located a supply box. Secure that position.
I gotta be honest, I was a little thankful that there wasn't the usual crowd and hustle and bustle, because when you've got just all these people crammed together and it's hot and it's sticky and people are pushing and cars are, you got car exhaust, it's not exactly an enjoyable thing. But education, we have to talk about it right now, because we are going to be very soon sending our kids back to school, and in a lot of states, including the state where I live in, New Jersey, most of the kids are going to be going back to high school. And just like everything, this thing with critical race theory is the same thing with affirmatively furthering fair housing. Conservatives, more often than not, find themselves reacting. This is not an attack on any of my friends or any of my colleagues.
Liar.
But we find ourselves reacting. Because again, I always say, if people don't like the phrase or the word conservative, then think of preservative. When you are trying to preserve something, that is the Constitution, that is limited government, that is the purpose, let's say, of education. When you are up against people trying to change things, and look, not all change is bad, but change for its sake is. That we're never supposed to debate, because change is just going to be happening.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Some things ought not change. That's why we establish traditions and institutions, and in some cases habits. When
UAV overhead.
That is functioning properly, and that's not to say it shouldn't face intellectual competition. Somebody says, well, I got an idea how to do this better. We say, we're not so sure about that. We're going to keep doing it the way we do it. Just to look at the world and say, to keep doing things the way you've been doing them is in essence ignorant, it's not forward-thinking. Well, just because you're presenting a change, that doesn't mean, change does not mean merely because it is proposed that it's beneficial. I'll give you an example. If we look at the way we determine adulthood,
Next objective located.
society has kind of settled on a few milestones in our life. Age of majority, well, age of consent, age of majority, age to which somebody may serve in the military, age to which somebody may consume alcohol. If somebody came along and said, no, this thing of age of consent is discriminatory, who are we? Who are we to judge a relationship between a 13-year-old girl and a 43-year-old man? What if they love each other? What if they're right for one another? Most people would react and go, what are you talking about? A 13-year-old girl should not be romantically involved with 43-year-old men. And you might be like, well, some other society where that's acceptable, well, just because they do it doesn't make it right. And if we are going to, for lack of a better way of looking at it, cling to our belief that the age of consent should be in the height of the teenage years. With our current society, it seems like people are getting more immature as time goes on, not more mature. There was a time when we graduated high school, we weren't prepared for adult life. And if you went on to college, it was a bonus, or you went into the military. But for the most part, for a large portion of the population, by the time they graduated high school, they were looking at life as an adult. That meant going into the workforce, purchasing a home.
Next objective located.
And over the generations, we've kind of pushed that further and further and further down the road. To the point where we're celebrating 50-year-old people who are having their first child. We're not going to get involved in something here. I'm just saying.
Oh!
It seems like for millions of people, maturity comes later. But we look at age of
I get that kill. I didn't get the kill.
time to allow people in our society
That was
to
dope.
make these decisions that may involve bringing little people into the world, or at least the practice that we kind of draw the line. And below that is a thing called statutory rape. That doesn't
Welcome
mean
to the
person
Gulag.
was
If you
violently
survive,
raped.
you earn your freedom.
That doesn't mean they didn't give consent.
There's a fight kicking off.
We as a society
You're up next, mate. Get ready.
that person was not of the age to give consent to somebody above a certain age, and that's where we are. Are we wrong to say that the person that comes down the line, writes a paper, creates a project that says, well,
Win here and you return to the front
this
line.
is unfair,
You lose,
so
your
many
fight
people-
is over.
Love is love. Love wins.
Time to earn
Love
your
is
freedom,
love.
soldier.
Any love is good love. Love wins. Why do you hate love? And next thing you know, there's another stripe on that rainbow flag. We're going to have LGBTQAI. Now there's pansexual, non-binary. There's a new flag.
Stand by for redeployment.
One of the most popular videos that I've ever produced for Blaze TV involves the left-wing normalized pedophilia. I think it's got millions.
Load out, drop headed your way.
You know, articles 4 times. Well, they're out there. But this is how we stay out.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe
Nicole
zone.
Hannah Jones created 1619. Who the hell are we to not wish to import it into our government-run schools alongside critical race theory? The question really should be, who the hell is she and why do we have to listen to her? What did this one person or handful of academics like Ibram X. Kendi and Robin DiAngelo come along and say, well, we're now the central authority. We are the beholders of the morality of society and education, and if you don't follow our dictates...
All supply boxes found. Solid work.
Now, it's true. Conservatives have been pushing school choice for generations. But again, that's still a reaction. So right now, we have to look at the things these
Enemy UAV
Democrats
overhead.
want to do to our government-funded schools and say, you know what, we might have to agree to disagree. You can teach whatever the hell you want, you're just not going to do it on our dime. This is why we need school choice. This is why we need to eliminate the Department of Education. We need to eliminate the Department of Education.
Supply choppers inbound. Rare cargo is on board. Gas is
Gear
moving.
located. Gear located.
Be advised, enemy team is tracking your location.
To the President of the American Federation of Teachers, one of the largest, most powerful unions in America. And if you want to know why, the Teachers Union is perhaps the most powerful union in America. It's because all of their members are government employees whose salaries are guaranteed by the taxpayer in every single district in America. Play cut 3.
Mark my words. Our union will defend any member who gets in trouble for teaching honest history. We have a legal defense fund ready to go, and we are preparing for litigation as we speak.
So this is now real history. Nicole Hannah-Jones is the sole bearer of the history of our nation. And we are not allowed to have any questions about this. She has now presented this work not as a historian, as a journalist. And any historians who have fact-checked 1619 have shown it to be complete bogus. The United States was not founded on white supremacy and slavery. Slavery was a global condition. It was not just the United States that saw conquest from Europe. Christopher Columbus actually didn't land in what we know as the colonies. And the reason why people from Mexico South speak Spanish has nothing to do with American conservatism. They were conquered by the conquistadors. Wines at 695 Patriot 957-2874. So now we're not allowed to have any questions. The teachers' union, the bosses, have decided this is now the real history. And you know what? The truth is, and I'm not trying to insult anyone, I know several government school teachers. Many of these people just want to do their job, and they are very political. But there is, it really is a resistance is futile. When you work for a corporate structure
Fuck me.
like government,